I'm not one that, even though I'm ugly as sin,
You got to turn on. Yeah, you got to turn on your camera. There you go.
There it comes. It's coming. Hold on.
Yeah, I know. That's what they all say. Let me see what I got here. Let me do this.
What's up, everybody? It's the Common Sense Investor coming at you from a Rants live stream.
Bro, your connection is like you're on the moon right now. That's how delayed your shit is. My God.
I am. I think I passed the moon a few minutes ago. I've just finished uploading my video on
what? A toaster?
Allegheny. The Allegheny lawsuit.
Yeah, I know you want to talk to me about this. All right.
What is this?
Well, hopefully.
I'm ready to hear this shit.
Well, before you do it, I just want to give, I want to tell Captain, hey, Captain, I'm going to excuse you out of the channel for a little bit. I love you, brother. Thank you so much. I'm just going to have me and comment on here. But the questions that you ask about YouTubers, this is a guy right here that's not being paid by anyone but YouTube. All right, so I'm just giving you an example. Yeah. I don't think there's anybody out there paying him because I don't know
Nobody pays me but YouTube.
Yes.
Cool. Well, thanks for having me on. And yeah.
And they pay me
yes,
well.
sir. Thank you so much, sir. I don't know how to disconnect him, but there he did.
I don't want to get demonetized.
No, you ain't gonna get me demonetized. Would you? Oh, don't be doing those stupid shit on this camera either. All right, so hold on.
I took a drink. I should have put it in the glass.
No, but here we go with you, young man. Before you start,
Allegheny.
Can I give you an introduction, or are you just gonna speak over me? God.
Everybody knows who the fuck I am.
Hey, y'all, listen up. This is the Common Sense Investor. He's right here live and direct from the trailer park. He's ready. And he said he don't like me. He said it like, don't get the shit twisted. I don't fucking like you, Marantz, but I'm going to say I'm sorry about you talking shit about Adam Aaron. I watch every fucking video you do there, buddy. I'm the one giving you the views. Don't you ever fucking forget it. But I'll tell you something, okay? Respect to you for coming out and saying that you agree with the fact that Adam Aaron is the problem. I respect that because there's no doubt in my mind that he's the problem, that he has been. And for you investors, it's just shameful.
I'm fixing to prove he's the problem.
Okay, I'm down with you. I'm here to help you. What do you got?
Now, before I get started, if I can convince Rants, this is true, and it's true, you can believe it. Because we don't see eye to eye on a lot of shit. But if he agrees and says, wait a minute, that sounds like real shit, I'm right. Now, they're already telling me, people's already talking about the Allegheny lawsuit and the DD. I say, ain't nobody come up with this shit. I'm fixing to tell you what's going on.
I'm listening.
Now, yesterday, first off, let's assume, or do you hold AMC or APE?
Okay, let me say this publicly right now. I sold my shares a while back. I sold them on the run up, obviously to 70. I sold some at 40. And then I sold again when I bought some, I forget when, later last year.
You sold at 40.
Yes.
I bought at 42.
Damn.
So you know what that means?
You bought my shares.
There's a good chance I bought your shares.
Good job.
So where you got out early, I became a bag holder. It's all perspective of where you got in.
Correct.
Rand sold his shares to me.
Yeah, I bought in at $8. I bought in at $8. It was at $8.98, $8.99 was my cost average, somewhere in there.
So you see our perspective, everybody? He profited. He banked on that play.
That's what it's all about.
His shares. I bought his shares, and I'm a bag holder. It's all perspective. Let's talk about a different perspective right now. Let's assume right now, Marantz, you own, am I saying that right, Marantz?
Bro, I'll stab you in the heart.
Can I call you Rants?
You can call me Rants, you can call me Martinez, you can call me whatever the hell you're going to call me. I'm just listening.
Watch this. You own 1,000 shares right now of APE. Okay, let's just assume that.
Yeah, I got you.
Yesterday, we had a vote. And the vote was, yes, they can reverse stock split. But you can't do it right now. The judge has to rule on it, right?
Correct.
Okay, so right now you still have your 1,000 shares. But as soon as the judge rules, you're going to go to what? 100.
Right, 10 to 1.
10 to 1, from 1,000 to 100. All right? Now, if you're a shareholder of APE and AMC, does that make you happy?
It wouldn't me.
Fuck no, it don't make me happy. I don't want to lose 90% of my shit. Who else felt that way? I do. You do. She does. He does. Antara does. It all goes back. The lawsuit goes back to the Antara deal. Right? Antara, and I've done the video, it just finished downloading, so I'm telling your people first before I upload it to my channel. All right? That the deal with Antara was they would buy the APE from us. Right? Then there would be a 90-day period they might have to hold until the vote. Once the vote happened, then Antara could sell their shares. Agreed?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Now, let's assume no lawsuit. No lawsuit. Yesterday, the vote was counted, and it said 4 for a stock split. So now, they're going to take 90% of my shares, right?
I'm listening.
Yes.
I don't just follow suit like this. I'm hearing you out.
Okay. No, listen. It's very simple. The reverse stock split was approved yesterday. If there was no lawsuit this morning when we woke up, there would have been a corporate action and the reverse stock split would have been in play. Then once they finished, they would have turned everything back on. You know that's how that works, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's assume no lawsuit. You own 1,000, I own 1,000. The vote happens. This morning when we wake up, there's corporate action. We can't do anything. When it turns back on, I now have 100 shares and you have 100 shares, right?
Yep.
Yes. Who else just lost 90% of their shares? Antara. Once the vote happens, shit stops. And the reverse stock split is approved. At that moment, Adam Aaron sends word to Computer Share. Computer Share starts sending out and everything starts getting done. And in the morning when we wake up, we see corporate action. When it turns back on, we're down 90%. Same thing with Antara. If they vote tomorrow, no lawsuit. If they vote tomorrow and it's voted yes, and when Antara woke up this morning, they would have been down 90% of their APE shares. And somebody caught that mistake and said, hold up, we're not losing 90% of our shit. Same thing as I'm saying, same thing you're saying, same thing every AMC and APE shareholder saying. I don't want to lose 90% of my shit. Antara said the same thing. No, fuck that. We're not going to vote and the next day we lose 90% of our shit. So what can we do? They filed a lawsuit. They had the Allegheny Pension Fund. It's just my opinion. Nobody wants to be sued. Nobody has to agree with me. But they filed a lawsuit, and the judge ruled what? You can vote, but can't do the split yet. Follow me?
I hear what you're saying.
All right. Now, we did the vote for the reverse stock split. All right, but it can't happen yet. We have to wait on the judge. During this time frame, Antara can sell all 100% of their APE shares. And when they're through selling their shares, the judge will rule, dismiss the lawsuit, let the reverse stock split happen. I I will lose 90% of my shit. You will lose 90% of your shit. They will lose 90% of their shit. Who did not lose 90% of their shit? Antara.
So I'm going to tell you, you want my opinion, right? Because you're out here saying this.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. So first, my opinion is you've made so much money off of YouTube. You need to buy a better damn camera, connection. You need to replace that toaster of a computer you're streaming on. I want to see you in 4K. Anyway, enough of the jokes. Listen up. So they actually filed.
Everybody else says take my money and get some teeth with.
Well, no, I don't even know if you're missing them or not because I can't see. You're so grainy.
They got kicked out. Kicked out.
I know you keep telling me the story. You keep saying it, but brother, I watch your show. I know you don't think I do. I watch it because every now and then I want to laugh. And that's what I do. I just laugh. But here's how it works. They went ahead and suspended that lockout period. And my agreement here between AMC and Antara was that they knew they were about to get this lawsuit put into place. So just in case the judge rules in favor of the individuals filing, you would still get your money out of it, which they went and got. That's the first thing. Second thing is this. I don't care what percentage of shares people think they're losing. By the way, it's not 90%, it's 80%, because I'll give you this example. If I had 1,000, I know it's going to be hard for you to understand the math, but I'm here to help you. If I had 1,000 shares, I'm
a learner. Okay. I'm a learner.
If I had 1,000 shares of AMC in August,
you got it, Tyler.
Right? I had 1,000 shares in August. It split. I now have 1,000 shares of AMC and 1,000 shares of APE, correct?
That's right.
That means I have 2,000 shares. Now, you reverse stock split them, I'm going to be left with 200 shares. But I had 1,000 originally. That means they took 80% of my holding from the original.
You're right.
Yeah, I want people to say that part. I don't want people to do 90 because it's too much. It's like 90. No, that's for the individuals that don't own AMC before the split, before the dividend. So like Markets with May and her bitch ass just buying APE. So those APE holders, they're losing 90% of what they just bought. But as far as the original apes, the original people who put money in on AMC, they're losing 80% of the original position. Okay.
They're losing 80%. You're right.
There you go.
And that shows you the difference, because I'm calling them Ape A and Ape B. All right, there's a difference between the two.
Sure.
That is a very good explanation. I was trying to balance out. First off, you cut my shit in half.
Right.
All right, and you give me all these apes. I ain't asked for that shit.
They cut your equity in half. Now you're not your share.
They cut the equity in half. That's what makes it Ape A. And they create all these other ones, but they don't take the equity from AMC. What makes Ape A and Ape B different is Ape A is connected to AMC, so it's equal to an AMC. But Ape B, like you're saying, that's not connected to AMC. You didn't take that equity from AMC. You don't have no rights.
Well, think about it like this. Like if you're really looking at this whole play, the PIPE, are you familiar with PIPE?
Yes.
The PIPE agreement between them is that they're willing to sell the assets for under market value. And Antara bought in at 58 cents. When they agreed on the FPA. They bought in cash at 66 cents. You have to know what's coming. What's coming, that reverse stock split does not change. It might change the amount of shares you own, but it doesn't change the equity within the ownership of those shares. Therefore, they can take 90%.
I understand that.
Right, I know you do.
I understand that.
But that's why Antara, in my opinion, they're not afraid.
I'm not losing. And this was stock
losing $1.
I'm not going to lose 1 penny.
Correct.
It'll adjust and it'll be where it should.
Right, but here's what you are going to lose.
What's going to happen after that?
Yeah, but here's what you lose. Yeah, but
I lost 20% of my shit.
Yeah, no, 80%. But listen, what you also lose.
80%, I mean.
You're going to lose moving forward because this is a combo. This is a 1-2 combo by Adam Aaron. He is asking for 600 million shares. Has anybody read Annex A to you? I don't know if you guys worked this out. Annex A is what Proposal 1 is actually asking to amend when you read it in detail. Annex A says we're going to take the shares and the available shares to 550 million shares. Okay?
That's right. He'll have that ability.
Yes, but watch the fine print. 50 million preferred shares.
That's right.
He reloaded up
That's
on
right.
his preferred shares.
I was going to say that. At the moment we reverse stock split, that motherfucker can do ape again.
Yes, but he won't do ape again. He doesn't have to.
But he won't. But he won't.
No, but you don't have to,
won't.
because if you read part 3, all right, listen to this. Part 3 of the proposals was that they are going to be able to utilize the same bylaws for preferred shares for common A shares. Go read it directly. He's going to have the ability to dilute AMC shares now without your approval, without board approval, without anyone's approval. So to go from
wait a minute. Yes, he did. He got approval to do that.
No. Listen.
That was proposal number 1.
No, proposal 3. Proposal 3 eliminates.
Proposal 3 was simply an adjournment.
No.
Proposal.
I'm going to show you, because I want you to be on the same path. I know you're not looking, but my crowd's looking, because everyone's going to watch this video one day. And AMC, investor relations, right here, there's a proxy that goes out, a press release. Okay. The press release was gone out on the 22nd, I want to say, of December. And we'll go to it, not the 29th. Let's go to the 22nd, not the Tulsa King crap. It's right here.
That was a good show.
I never saw it. Slash, when's this one? Right here.
Watch it. It's good.
Yeah, I'll watch it, but I want people to read this part right here. Okay, so it says here that this is what they're trying to do, and this is what they fit in. So the first one was to increase the authorized number of AMC shares and to permit the conversion of APE units and AMC shares, to effect a reversed split of AMC common shares 10-1, and then the last part, to adjust authorized ordinary share capital such that after giving effect to the above proposals, if adopted, AMC will have the same ability to issue additional common equity as it currently has to issue additional APE units. Read it again.
I don't give a fuck how many times I read it.
Yeah.
That's not what my proxy statement said.
Oh, I know that's not what your proxy statement says, because you're not reading the addendums on the proxies. Like when you go read it, like I even bring up the proxy and I say it to you respectfully, like you have to scroll all the way to the bottom, the very last page. And then it's like, here's the appendix of this. They only give you the info they want to give you in the little paragraphs of each header. But when you go read them in depth, they're going to have the ability to dilute this without anyone. And it says it in equity of capital prior to the special meeting, right? So when you look at this, it says he's additional APE units. He has the same ability to issue additional common equity as it currently has to issue additional APE units. That's what they were really trying to do. They're trying to take control of this company again, because if they don't, go ahead.
They're doing several things. This is how I'm looking at what's coming in the future for AMC. All right. Number 1, Antara will finish selling their shares of APE right now.
Sure. I mean, I don't think they can sell them all right now.
You can if you have a buyer.
I don't think they have possession of them yet.
Oh no. The minute that fucking deal was approved, they got their APE shares. They just had to sit on them in computer shares.
You're absolutely correct.
That's it.
You're absolutely correct. Hey, do you know who's your buyer?
Yes, I know who the buyer is. The problem is the fucking apes don't know who the buyers are.
Yeah. You're looking at Apollo, man. You're looking at the YouTubers.
What are the yes voters?
Oh, I have no idea. They're crazy.
What are they telling you right now? Yes voters.
And they're telling you that they're going to be able to dilute this stock at a great price and that they're going to become fundamentally
They're telling you. They're Tony DeNaro.
Oh,
I don't give a
God.
fuck. I call all of them's name out. Tony
I do.
DeNaro. I heard it last night. AC Sauce said it this morning. Scavenger said it. So if I go back and I finish watching a few more of the yes votes, they're all saying the same thing. What a deal.
Yeah.
Buy the dip. Now, let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
Whose shares, if you buy this dip, whose shares are you buying? You're buying Antara shares. That's what the narrative is switched on. When was the last time you heard a motherfucking YouTuber say buy the dip?
Tony DeNaro, every week. He says buy the dip,
Tony said
guys.
last night. Tony said last night, he told everybody there was no synthetic shares. Y'all should have been listening to him the whole 2 years.
I've said that.
I told him, I said, don't delete this video, motherfucker. It'll be evidence later.
No, but I said that. I said that there's no synthetics. I'm in a different camp, right? CSI, like, respectfully, like you're out there, you like AMC. I don't even know if you still like HYMC, but I'm in a different camp than you guys because I think that it's a manipulation on you guys. Like, I think you've been manipulated. Are you familiar with that or no? Oh man, don't tell me he DC'd. I'll let him come back if he DC'd, but I want to play a video so you guys know what it is. I actually have it up here. I want to play this video for you guys. This is Matthew Kors.
But I wouldn't touch Bed Bath & Beyond. It's going towards bankruptcy. The company has said that they're failing. Matt, your hands are clean of AMC at this point. You can sell. I don't really feel that way. I feel like the same mantra of the captain has to go down with its ship. I've already lost 600,000 on AMC. I'm saying lost 600,000. I'm not talking about like unrealized. I'm saying I have a realized loss in excess of over $600,000 on AMC. At this point, like, it's just not going to change anything for me. Like, it sucks. I also got taken. I also got screwed over. I wanted Adam Aaron to be on my side. Folks, I'm telling you here, I also was drinking that Kool-Aid, thinking he was on our side. I got stoked when he was also talking about apes and shorts choking on that. And then all of a sudden, when you start to think and you get yourself out of that cult, you realize that all he's doing is lining his own pockets.
There you go.
But I wouldn't touch Bed Bath & Beyond. It's going towards bankruptcy. The company.
He's in a cult, and he says it, and he admits it. That's what I have for the common sense investor. I wonder. Oh, he's back. Common sense, you back, baby?
I'm back.
Thank God.
I don't know. I didn't know if y'all could hear me or not.
I played a clip right now. You want to hear this clip really quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I wonder if I can play it while we're on. Let's see.
Who is it?
It is Matthew Kors.
Oh, bitch ass Matt Kors.
But I wouldn't touch
you hear
Bed
that?
Bath
He's
&
one of
Beyond.
the
It's going towards
original.
bankruptcy.
He's one of the original.
company
Buy the dip.
Yeah, I don't think
Well,
you
who
can
was
hear
selling?
it, but I don't think you can hear it because you're on my stream. Like, watch, I'm gonna push play. I don't think you can hear it.
Said that they're failing. Matt, your hands are clean of AMC at this point. You can sell.
Yeah, you can't hear it, right? If I blast the shit through my microphone, you could. But
just tell me what he's saying.
he's saying that he was part of the. Well, I'll tell you. He's telling us that he was part of the cult that is AMC. And he said, I was part of it. I wanted to believe in Adam Aaron, that he was here for us. And he says, I lost $600,000, that he's down and he's going to lose with the ship. And he's okay going down with it. It's a lesson learned. That's exactly what he said this morning.
When was that?
This morning. I'm going to make a video for you.
No, you're full of shit.
What do you mean I'm full of shit? I just played
it. That was made this morning?
Yeah. Said he got out of the cult. Listen, can I talk to you? Real talk, no common sense. Like,
yeah.
All right, man. So you have a good following. I know people like to watch you and watch what you want to talk about. Like, people just like to come out. But
sure.
What made you, and I'd love to do this interview with you because this is where I find out a lot about you. What made you believe in AMC? Like, who were you watching? What were you doing?
What made me
What made you buy?
Me believe in AMC or what made me believe in Adam Aaron?
Both. Like, why'd you buy in?
I bought into AMC when it was $3. Okay. I was day trading. First, I'm gonna be straight up with y'all 100%. I got the stimulus check. I didn't need that shit. I put it in the stock market. And I got to thinking. I'm like, what the fuck can I do with this? And the pandemic. I'm watching the news and the mask come out. And 3M was making the mask. I said, I got you. So I hurried up and I took that stimulus check and I bought 3M with it. And I was right. I started playing the pandemic. I said, which one's next? When 3M doubled for me, I said, what's next? The vaccines are coming out. I said, who's got the vaccine? Johnson & Johnson. I said, they get sued all the time. Fuck them. Moderna, got you. I got in Moderna, doubled my money. And I played them pandemic plays in the beginning. Then I felt that it was over. And that recovery plays would start coming into play. And I got to thinking, and I said, what was shut down during the pandemic that will reopen now the pandemic is over? And the logical conclusion came to me, movie theaters.
Nope.
Well, no, wait a minute. I had a reasoning for that.
Okay.
Because when I was young, my very, very first job was at a movie theater. I was taking a girl out to a movie, and my dad hollers from the house, hey, you got a phone call, somebody about a job. So I go inside, and I'm waiting. I got my girlfriend in the car. We're going to see a fucking movie. So I'm waiting. This dude never talks. I said, well, he's got one more minute, and then he could find somebody else for this job. And he come on the phone, and he said, now this is back in the 80s. On the phone, he said, well, I could hear you. You can't hear me. My phone's messed up. I thought, well, fuck, I ain't getting this job.
You ain't getting this job on YouTube. That's for damn sure. This guy's connection. I love him. I know he'll come back. But shit. Hey, there's similar stories, man. You know, I've had stories like that where I had a girl, I actually quit my job to go out on a date when I was in high school. That's what I did. He'll come back. I'm not worried about it. You know, I don't know who ever live streams with this guy, but when I say nope, here's the difference, guys. This guy, if he says he was in the 80s, in high school in the 80s, I don't know. I mean, how old is this man? No. Here's my biggest thing for common sense investor. Whenever he's back. Common sense. You got any common sense?
In the middle of that good story. Y'all
you said, he heard you on the phone. You thought you weren't going to get the job. Go ahead. I'm listening.
And I said, fuck it, I ain't getting this job. Well, I get to the movie theater with my girlfriend, and he hires me. All right. So my very first job, and like Adam Aaron likes to claim, because he knows it's true, my first kiss was at the movie theater. So when I was looking for a recovery play, and AMC came up on my radar, and I said, oh man, I would love to own a part of this movie theater. Mm-hmm. I bought in at $3.12. Well, the next thing I know, it's at $7. I sold. I said, I doubled my money. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm a stock market genius. Then it falls back to 5. When it falls back to 5, I start calling my friends. I said, say, man, I'm on some good shit here. This recovery play at the movie theater, this is it. They buy in at 5, I buy in at 5. Bitch runs to 12. I said, sell everybody quick. 100% profit is awesome. I done did this 5 times now. Then the next thing I know, after I sold at 12, it runs to 20. It runs to 50. And my friends are mad going, why'd you tell us to sell, bitch? I said, stocks don't do this. Something's wrong. So I got to searching and I found trades. And I heard about the squeeze. And the next thing I know, while I'm researching, the fuck is a squeeze? I'm researching, this bitch hit 72. I I got a little TA experience, so I'm looking at the chart and I said, this is the pullback from 72 to 40. The next thing it's going to do is curl up and keep running, just like Trey was telling us. Well, I bought in at 42. Rants that I've done found out is the one that sold me them fucking shares.
Hey, you know what's crazy though? I understand the origins of it. It kind of makes sense to a point. I was trying to figure out why you bought in at 40, but I think I've heard this story before. What you're saying right here, what you told me.
That's the first time I've told the movie theater story.
Well, I haven't heard that part, but I've heard the.
I've told the recovery place story, but I never told why I settled on AMC.
Well, let me tell you why I wish you would have found my channel back in May when I was out there calling it a pump and dump. That's what I called it.
I wish I would have found your fucking channel then.
Yeah, I know. Everybody does. But I was out there and I was shouting to the wind.
Everybody, I could have found your channel then. You know what? I wouldn't have fucking believed you. You know why? Because I wanted to believe in a dream.
Right, but you don't sleep. How are you going to dream on something you don't sleep?
I could put this money in this stock.
Yep.
Ray Trays, Matt Kors, Mo Money, Andrew, whatever his fucking
Andrew
name
No Money.
is.
Yep.
Guy, all of them was who I listened to. And your voice would have just washed away, dog, because they telling me, just like these motherfuckers today, you're going to be so fucking rich. All the new people are believing that shit.
Nope.
They gonna get caught holding my motherfucking bag.
No, they're not. Because you're not going to make a single dollar off this investment.
If I'm Bill, there has to be a buyer.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy? Common sense. You've got a lot of common sense, or maybe you don't. Either way, it doesn't matter. What you're telling me is common sense pushed aside, it wouldn't have mattered because you're in a cult. Do you get that?
What you're saying? No. I'm not going to say if you're in a cult.
All right.
I'm going to say that your dreams and aspirations will cloud your judgment of common sense. Now, I could have heard you a year ago, but what I was wanting to hear was how easy it was going to be for me to become stinking fucking rich. I could have heard you, and I would have said, that's fun. I would have stayed with them, which I did.
What makes you think trades is believable?
Back then, look how they sold him.
Bro, you're supposed to be some street savvy son of a bitch. What the hell?
No, yeah. Come to find out, he was a heroin addict, but that's another story. and a heroin dealer. He's got a record for heroin dealing.
Oh man, I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know.
That's why when I first seen Astro, when I watched Astro's first video on the algorithm, I said, this motherfucker's a heroin addict living in his basement. He made sense. He was smarter than me, so he must have been right. That's how I fell for the shit. That's how they're getting people to fall now. Bigums and the rest of them, well, they're smarter than me. They got to know what they're talking about.
Yeah, Linda Real is a lawyer on my team.
That's why they brought May in.
No, I got you.
May's so smart. He's got to be right.
Hold on now, Common. I've got a lawyer that's on my squad. You know, I got a deep squad. I know you're a solo guy. You roll on your own. But I don't know exactly who you hang out with. Like after the
groupie. I had a groupie.
I heard you had a groupie. Can somebody, Linda Real, come on in if you want to come in. He's a lawyer. And he wants to talk some legality issue. He wants to ask you questions about the lawsuit theory.
I'm not a financial advisor.
No, we know that. But you have a theory. You have a theory. But I'll wait for him to come on. Let's see if he jumps in. Linda Real has been one of my moderators on my channel for a minute. And
I bet you agrees with me. The first set of apes, because you got it with the split thing. I really lose 80%. They losing 90. That shows a difference.
No, it is, but it's 80. It's 80 for the people that have been in before.
I understand it's 80. I understand it's 80.
No, I know you're not dumb, dude. Like it's just one of those things.
Hear it registers. Is that right or not? And I know.
Now watch this.
Right. right, your
Antara
friend
sells, just so we were clear, Antara sells, the reverse stock split's going to put it at around $3, $2.50 a share, because APE is heavier than AMC. Okay, APE is extremely heavy because the amount of shares, the float itself, it dilutes that price of AMC. So when it converts, it's going to be a $25 stock, it's going to be a $30 stock, a $20 stock, that range. Antara is still up 400%, 300% off of their purchase price. So there's nothing for them to be afraid of to not hold it and or to find a buyer. Did you see, I know you didn't because you're a worker, did you see my video last night about Bed Bath & Beyond? I have a theory on Bed Bath & Beyond, and I want you to pay attention. Hopefully you're still connected. You are. Okay. Common Sense Investor, shake your head if you're still here. Yeah, there you go. No, I can hear you, brother. I can hear you. You're good. Linda Reel's in the chat too. Linda Reel's my guy. He's, like I said, he's my lawyer friend. But I want to tell you something. There is a SPAC company, okay, owned by Apollo. It's their very first SPAC company that they've ever launched. It has a deadline date of May 12th, 2023. So SPACs were getting launched like crazy back in 2020 and 2021. This is why the banks, I feel, are feeling pressure, because those companies are pulling out. The SPAC deals never went through, most of which are already bankrupt, or, gone through bankruptcy and all that nonsense. But this one deal in particular, Citadel is the largest investor, Hudson Bay is another investor, and Apollo is the fund, right? And we're talking about millions and millions of dollars into this fund. They've raised over $700-800 million. This fund is ideally just for leverage buyouts. So if a company is going to file for bankruptcy, they can go to bankruptcy, merge it with the SPAC, and go back public after they sell out all the debts and their assets. So there is a function of that. And just so happens we're talking with a bankruptcy lawyer right now, Linda Reel, and I'll ballpark it that way. But I just tell you, I think it's a great vehicle for Apollo to leverage, but it also shows me that everyone's complicit, from the board of directors to the banks and now to the hedge fund. Everyone's in on this short, as in short, destroy, package it back up, and sell it again to the public. That's why I think these will be household names again. AMC will be a public company again after it goes bankrupt and or sold off to private equity, and so will Bed Bath & Beyond, because these names are forever, and or they're great companies and people want to buy into them. I think that's what you still find value in those companies. There's still liquidity there. And I found this damn SPAC and last night as I was searching, and it's called, what was it called, guys? It's like APGB or something. And people know what it is because I made the video, but I'm just saying, I think you should really know that it can go this route where Antara is in the company having all these shares. They could just sell it off to who? The public? Nah, maybe to someone who's going to make the decision to file for bankruptcy, because the covenants are waived for this year. That just gives you 1 year of knowing that it's going to crash a year from now, because once covenants are implemented, it puts the stress on the bonds themselves, and then that's what triggers bankruptcy. And who's going to come looking for you? You have to have people on the board of directors to make those decisions, which they already do. You have to have enough votes, which they already do, and you can dilute into infinity and everybody make money, because that's what they're doing to the public. So there's still money out there. Anyway, I'm just giving you that theory so you know what it is. I didn't know if you heard about it, but there is a SPAC out there by Apollo that is raising capital right now, and they have ties to AMC and Bed Bath & Beyond. Did you get that?
Okay, was you speaking to me or your friend?
You.
Yeah, no, I listen very closely. The only thing I want to ask is this. You're telling me Apollo, which is, again, Citadel and stuff.
No, not Citadel. Apollo's on its own.
Okay, Apollo's on its own.
Yeah, they're the worst.
AMC was to go bankrupt. And Apollo was to purchase it through the SPAC program. What's the next step after that?
So the way it works is you go bankrupt and you have to find financing, right? So in the chapter 11, as it goes through, there's a section 363 where you can sell off all your assets for pennies on the dollar. So if you were going to be AMC, do you have any real assets? No, but Apollo runs AMC. I don't know if you know that part. Like, they're the ones who put them public. When they went public, they're the ones who appointed Adam Aaron on the CEO and the chairman of the board. Apollo's been in charge of this distressed credit investment for the last 15 years. So people know this. We've connected these dots, but they're all partners, and no one could ever put together Apollo and Citadel in the same room up until I found that SPAC last night that shows you that they're ready to pounce on a company right now. So that's the difference. 0.72 was in on an AMC at the original time point. So that was another issue as far as how Citadel was the first original investor into AMC. If you knew that one, that's when they went public, the day they went public.
I learned that from you.
Okay, well, that's fine. So that means you watched the other ones. But the ticker I'm looking at is APGB. APGB, or is it APBG? I can't remember. It's APGB. That's what it is. You have to look at it, man, and pay attention, because when they announce that they're buying something and merging with something, you better hope it's not AMC or Bed Bath & Beyond. Either way, shareholders make no money on these two plays. That's my opinion. But hey, we have Linda Rail here. Linda Rail, what's going on, brother?
Hey, nothing much. Just taking a break from work.
Yes, sir. So you had some questions for Common Sense?
Yeah, CSI, first of all, it's nice to actually talk to you. I've watched a lot of your videos. Appreciate you.
I'm honored.
As far as your theory, before you put that video out, I just wanted to kind of give you a little bit of factual background and let you know why I think your theory might be somewhat skewed. So there was a lawsuit that was filed against Highcroft Mining, and it used the same section of the Delaware Code that they're using against AMC. There was a gentleman that joined our Discord, and we gave him a lot of grief over it. But
wait, when was this lawsuit against Highcroft filed?
That was after 2015, I believe, 2015 or 2017. It was back before the Mudrick took this back public, and basically it had to do with some warrants that weren't exercised properly and devalued, but that's really not the point. The point is, the same person that was involved in that lawsuit approached an attorney with the information about AMC. And his whole purpose was essentially just to try and ruin what was going on with the vote. Not that the arguments weren't valid. The arguments were and are to a degree valid that Common and Ape should vote separately, and that Common should have its own ability to prevent another class from diluting its value, and all that's in the Delaware Code. The problem is, I don't think that Antara was the one that filed that. He showed us emails.
I didn't say Antara filed it. I said Antara realized the mistake they had made in the deal, and they was correcting it.
Yeah, no. But what I'm saying is I don't think that Antara was involved at all in terms of Allegheny. So the gentleman sent an email to this attorney that was the Highcroft attorney, and then the Highcroft attorney is the one that's representing Allegheny, which if you look at Allegheny and you look at their past, you'll see that this pension fund has a penchant for making very bad investments and for being extremely...
One second.
Sure.
I take care of my dad. Hey! Oh, okay, let me get off the phone. I'm on a live call. Give me 1 minute.
Pops lives next door.
Yeah, and I take care of him, and I'm in the middle of buying this trailer. I'm in a negotiation. She just agreed to sell, so I got to go take care of that.
What's she going to give it to you for? How much?
5,000.
5,000 in a hot plate? God damn, you're doing good.
Listen, this is how this worked, okay? This is how the negotiation worked. 2 days, it's at zero. All right? She loses that trailer. I'm offering her $5,000. She could take it now, or in 2 days, she gets nothing. She just agreed and said, okay. I equate that to the same thing with 8. I'm fixing to lose 90%, or I could sell this shit right now.
This boy be strong arming the trailer park, bro. I'm out of this bitch. Hey,
yeah, look, I gotta go. This is my 4th trailer in this motherfucker too.
He's opening the whole neighborhood. Real estate has got it going. Hey,
I want to hear more about this Highcroft
don't worry,
lawsuit.
we're gonna keep the conversation going while you're gone. So,
all right, love y'all. Be blessed. I'll be back.
Yeah, no worries. All right, keep going, Lynn. I'm listening.
Okay, so essentially,